if you're considering the Xiaomi Pad 6 because it's got a sharp 11-inch 2.8K display, a Snapdragon 870 processor, and a tempting 144Hz refresh rate. Hold on. But here's what surprised me. Despite all these specs, the tablet isn't as flawless as Xiaomi's pitch might make you believe. On the surface, it looks like a powerhouse, but once you dig deeper, certain flaws and compromises start to show that could really affect your experience. So before you click buy, let me walk you through the honest truth behind the Xiaomi Pad 6 and why it might not be the perfect tablet for everyone. First, let's talk about who this tablet really is for. If you're someone who uses a tablet primarily for media consumption, movies, browsing, and light gaming, then the Xiaomi Pad 6's gorgeous 2880 by 1800 resolution screen and 144Hz refresh rate initially sounds perfect. But if you're looking for a full replacement for a laptop or a powerhouse creative device, you might want to rethink because there are several caveats that could ruin your workflow. As someone who tests gadgets daily, I found the Pad 6 to be a mixed bag of stellar hardware and frustrating limitations. So, what's the deal with the display? Xiaomi promises a bright 550 nits typical brightness with DCI-P3 color support, which means the colors are expected to be vivid and rich. And with 309 pixels per inch, the visuals are undeniably crisp. Watching Netflix or YouTube on this screen is quite the treat, especially with Dolby Vision support enhancing dynamic range. However, this screen is encased in a device that feels surprisingly light at only 490 grams, almost featherweight for an 11-inch tablet. It's great for long movie marathons, but the really high refresh rate of 144Hz, that's a double-edged sword. It looks buttery smooth, but actually drains your 8840 mAh battery faster than you'd like. Xiaomi tries to save battery with their 7-stage adaptive sync, reducing refresh rates where possible, but the overall battery life for heavy users fell short of expectations in my tests. You're looking at about 2 days of moderate use, which sounds good, but turns out to be less than what peers like the Samsung Tab S8 or iPad Air can stretch out to under similar usage. Why? Because software optimization is where Xiaomi struggles. Here's where things get tricky. The Xiaomi Pad 6 runs Android 13 with the MIUI 14 skin, specially tailored for tablets. While MIUI is feature-rich, it's still primarily a phone OS stretched to tablet size, which means app compatibility and multitasking don't feel as seamless as Apple's iPadOS or even Samsung's One UI for tablets. Take the multi-window feature. It's available, but switching smoothly between apps or dragging and dropping files like Xiaomi hints at isn't as fluid or reliable as advertised. I know what you're thinking. MIUI 14 for Pad should fix this, but it doesn't completely solve the problem. And yes, there are goodies like Focus Frame that uses a 4-mic array to keep you centered on video calls, which is neat if you're constantly in Zoom meetings. But you have to accept that this software layer can still feel clunky after extended use. So, what about performance? The Snapdragon 870 is no slouch. It's been a flagship chipset for a while and can handle just about everything smoothly from 4K video to demanding gaming and productivity apps. With options for up to 8GB LPDDR5 RAM and 256GB fast UFS 3.1 storage, loading times and multitasking feel snappy. The Adreno 650 GPU adds punch for graphics-heavy tasks. However, Xiaomi Pad 6 is strictly Wi-Fi only. There's no SIM card slot, no 5G, no cellular connectivity whatsoever, so if you need internet on the go without a hotspot, it's a no-go. Also, it lacks expandable storage via any microSD card slot, meaning you're locked into what you buy up front. This could be a deal-breaker if you're someone who downloads lots of media or uses large files. Now, let's laugh a little because honestly, I felt like I was testing a tablet designed by toddlers who liked shiny things but forgot the basics. For example, no microSD slot. That's like buying a sports car without tires. And no SIM card slot. What, are we back in 2010? That said, the tablet does pack some decent stereo sound with its 4 speakers and Dolby Atmos support, which delivers immersive audio depending on screen orientation. It's like having your mini portable theater, except you might lose signal if you walk too far from Wi-Fi. The front 8MP camera and rear 13MP camera can shoot decent video up to 4K at 30 FPS, but tablet cameras in general are a novelty. No competition to your smartphone camera setup here. Let me hit you with another takeaway. The Xiaomi Pad 6 keyboard accessory is well thought out, especially for those of you who want to type away comfortably. With 1.3 key travel and 64 keys mapped to mimic laptop shortcuts, it feels familiar. However, this keyboard isn't included by default. Buying it separately adds to your budget. Also, the Pad's 6.51 slim profile combined with this keyboard provides a neat laptop-like experience. But if you're hoping this can substitute a full laptop, remember most Windows or Mac books deliver better productivity apps. What you're basically getting is a powerful Android tablet with a neat keyboard, not a laptop replacement. If you're still wondering how Xiaomi's Pad 6 stacks up for gaming, keep in mind that Snapdragon 870 paired with Adreno 650 performs solidly on most Android titles at medium to high settings without hiccups. That said, the high refresh rate helps smooth out gameplay, which is a plus. Yet, the lack of cellular connectivity means you're tethered to Wi-Fi hotspots. Plus, some games optimized for phones might look odd on this 11-inch screen due to scaling issues. Now, here's the catch about the quality versus value debate. Xiaomi's pricing is competitive. This gadget offers great hardware bang for your buck compared to Apple or Samsung's premium tablets. And with a high average Amazon rating of 4.7, it's clear many users love what it offers. But user reviews also mention some annoyances: software bugs, occasional overheating during heavy use, and limited software support in future updates, since it's not a mainstream tablet brand in every region. So if you're buying this in 2023, you might wonder how long it will stay current or supported. So, should you buy it? It depends. For students or casual users who want a gorgeous screen for streaming and web browsing, the Xiaomi Pad 6 is a solid contender. However, if you're a professional looking for a serious productivity device, or a traveler needing cellular connectivity and expandable storage, you might want to keep shopping. The missing SIM and microSD slots are probably the most glaring omissions, which might tilt your decision away. And remember, the MIUI for Pad software can feel a bit rough around the edges when multitasking or switching between apps. Now, a joke to end on. Why don't tablets ever get invited to poker night? Because they always fold. Well, lucky for you, this tablet won't fold under pressure but might fold when you need that SIM slot. But honestly, with its sleek design, rich audio experience, and sharp display, the Xiaomi Pad 6 is great for media lovers and light users. If you want my honest recommendation, combine the Pad 6 with the Xiaomi keyboard and a good Bluetooth mouse to maximize productivity. Just keep your expectations realistic. Remember, it's not a laptop replacement but a versatile media tablet that punches above its weight in many ways. Ready to grab the Xiaomi Pad 6, or at least check current pricing? You can find the best deals with the link in the description below. I'll make sure you get the best price, and don't forget to check for warranty and return policies before ordering. Buying smart is always winning. In conclusion, the Xiaomi Pad 6 delivers a vibrant display, respectable performance with Snapdragon 870, and solid audio at a budget-friendly price, making it a perfect choice for media consumption and casual productivity. But don't expect it to replace your laptop or serve as an all-in-one device. Connectivity and software constraints hold it back slightly. It's a device for the streaming generation who want a high refresh rate screen to binge Netflix with Dolby Atmos, surround sound, or scroll through social media seamlessly. So if that sounds like you, make sure to snag one while the stock lasts. Remember, no gadget is perfect, but the Xiaomi Pad 6 balances price and performance well for its target audience. Hop on it if you want a bright, smooth viewing experience without the high-end price tag. Just don't try to make it do things it wasn't quite designed for. Thanks for sticking with me on this honest review. Hit that like button if this helped you decide. Subscribe for more tech insights, and check that link below for the Xiaomi Pad 6's best price right now. Happy tablet hunting!